Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekakadash. Yahweh be the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shah be the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now we're going to get into one of the good news and the theme of the scriptures. Now, the scriptures is about a people who was thrown into slavery, and they was promised to come out of slavery and rule the whole world. They was promised to come out of slavery and be kings and priests in the world. Now, a statement that Yahushua made to the mother, think of two of his disciples, because the mother say, well, can my son sit next to you in the kingdom? One on your left and one on your right or something like that. So Yahushua say, well, do they know the cup that they're going to have to drink if they ready to drink that cup? You see, and then he say, before you, he made another statement. He said, before you be a ruler, you got to serve. See, and then in Proverbs it talks about before humility comes before you get exalted. Like the Lord will humble you before He exalts you. You got to take a humble stance. You got to be humble before you exalted. And this is what He did to the nation of Israel. Yeah, He gave Abraham a promise that his children would get a kingdom, but they was going to have to be slaves first. They was going to have to be humbled first. And this is what the people not understanding. And they use this, Salakia, they use this statement of everybody going into slavery and try to disannul the scriptures. They try to eliminate the scriptures and eliminate the clear truth who is the slaves. Now let's get this Daniel. Let's deal with Daniel. Daniel 12 and Daniel 9, 11, and 12. It said, yeah, all Israel have transgressed your law, even by departing, that they might not obey your voice. Therefore this curse is poured upon us. And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him. So this is talking about the curses of Deuteronomy 28. Daniel brought it up. Daniel focused in on it. Daniel talked about this slavery when he was in Babylon. Just like the descendants of slaves are saying, the curses fell upon us. We up under these Babylonian, Egyptian slave masters, but they are the Edomites this time, and the curse is going to fall upon us. We living in the curses of Deuteronomy 28. See, and Daniel was a so-called dark-skinned chocolate man from the tribe of Judah. Verse 12, it says, and he have confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as, meaning the same, have been done upon Jerusalem. Now you hear these Irish people, Irish Edomites, talking about, oh, we were slaves. See, the evil that was done to us is not no freaking working for somebody. See, working and doing what somebody tell you to do. I don't care if they put a chain or I don't care what they put on you. See, it's about being in captivity, your whole nation, not having a military, not having a government, not having a land. See, it comes with a lot. It's not just no freaking you working for somebody, you in servitude. See, that's just a part of it, serving your enemy. See, but the key is to your enemy. See, one talking about serving your brother. Let's go ahead and get that real quick. Cause this is what they love to bring up, man, and it don't match what's going on. It's a specific slavery, it's a specific servitude. Here in 44, I'm gonna start at 44. It say both your bondman and your bondmaids, which you shall have, shall be of the heathen that is round about you. Of them shall you buy bondman and bondmaid. So okay, so if you're an Israelite, you got to get a stranger, a heathen. Salaki. Moreover, verse 45. Moreover, the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you, of them shall ye buy, and their families that are with you, which they beget in your land, and they shall be your possession. And ye shall take them as an inheritance for your children after you, to inherit them for a possession. They shall be your bondman forever, but over your brethren. This is the key. Over your brethren, the children of Israel, ye shall not rule over one another with rigor. This is what was going on. The Irish brothers put them into servitude. That's not the same servitude as when it's your brother, a stranger. When it's a stranger, now it's a whole nother situation. See, and this is why what they try to do to try to eliminate the clear fact that the Israelites or the descendants of slaves are Israelites. Oh, well, how is the slavery indicating that y'all Israelites just because y'all got to serve the so-called white man and the Chinaman and whoever in the rulership of these nations? How's that indicating y'all Israelites? See, that's why they try to eliminate it. But the simple fact is, the people that's running this government or any government on the earth is not an Israelite. I don't care if they try to sneak one up in there and put wave him around like a puppet. The majority of the politicians and the governmental presidents and kings and rulers, mayors and all this crap they got is not no Israelite, man. And he ain't got no power if he ever get in some high seat. And so this is what they try to do. Now let's go into I wanna get Google Salakia. Okay, now this is a contemporary English version of Daniel 9 and 12. If I can blow that up. It says, you warn us and our leaders that Jerusalem would suffer the worst disaster in human history, and you did exactly as you had threatened. Now, this is what the situation is. Okay, Salakia. Hit the wrong button. So, this is what we saying. The descendants of slaves, the slave trade, and these different slave trades, which you had the or different captivities. You had the Assyrians, the Egyptians, the Babylonians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Persians. See, all of these people had us in captivity. Uh, in the scriptures, but we know about when this Atlantic slave trade happened. They was trading us all over the place. and it's still going on. Let me go back and get Zechariah. Zechariah 11:5. It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. See, all of the nations was possessing the Israelites. And this is what it's talking about. These strangers possessing them. And their shepherds or their people can't pity them. They around here with these talking points talking about, well, we were slaves, the white men were slaves too, as the Irish. They was out there with chains on, picking cotton, just like y'all. Say no, it's not about being a slave to your brother. Nah, if you want to be busted and disgusted as somebody's brother, you do how you say you will pretty much work your brother. He don't want to do nothing for 10 years, and now he broken, busted, and disgusted. Now he gonna try to come to you and get something. You gonna put him to work. Go out there with them slaves and get to work. But see, that's not the same thing. And then they got off 7 years. After 7 years, they let him off the hook. All right, come on and be the police, the fireman, and the slave catcher. You done did your time in slavery. And they showed it on one of them movies how the dude was out there with the slave. And they was asking him, what happened to you, man? He was like, man, I was going through it. This happened and that happened. And I owe Master Johnny $30. And I'm out here with y'all now. But that's his brother. See, he an Edomite just like the slave master. And that Edomite ain't finna treat him like one of these darn Israelite slaves. Now, on them 12 years of a is it 12 years of a slave? Yeah, I think it's 12 years of a slave. They was building his house, and the so-called white man came to help build the house, but he had the Israelite slaves helping him. So they both working, but he working and he supposed to be the foreman or the architect of the situation, but he's still putting in work for this other Edomite. It's a totally different work that's going on, service that's going on. He's serving his brother, and he's exalted over the freaking other servant, and they try to make it equal. Oh, we were servants too. Everybody been servants in the world. What y'all thinking? Y'all just the only ones who servants? See, it's not about servitude, you idiot. Now let me go to who he said he gonna raise us up out of slavery. See, it's all about being raised up out of slavery, out of this captivity. Now let's get Joel 3:1. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. This is what it's about, the captivity. Not about just serving your enemy or serving somebody. See, it's bigger than that. It got all kind of elements in it. That's why Daniel said it ain't been done to nobody else like it's been done to us. Now, let's go to see if I got my Google still up. Yeah. Let's go to Joel. Let's get at Joel chapter 2, chapter 2, verse 8. Chapter 2, verse 28. Let's see if we can pull that up and get what is he talking about. Is he talking about some servitude? Is he talking about not the servitude? Is he talking about being a Christian? See, being a Jehovah wickedness in the midst of some Christians who believe in the Trinity, who got a different belief than them. Now, let's see here. I want to get into. Let's get into the translation of these two words. Pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Okay, it's 29. 29. I want to bring this out more. I should have went into the Strongs, but look like this giving me the same thing. Okay, it says my servants and handmaids. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Female song for servants. What? Okay. Okay, let's go into that word because they tripping. Let's get this one. And let me get the Strongs. There it is. Abed. Abide. It's a bondage. Bondman. Bond servant. Man servant. See, it's not talking about you being in Christianity. Oh, you gonna be a Christian. He gonna pour out his spirit on the Christians. No. He gonna pour out his spirit on the slaves, the bondman and the bondwoman, the descendants of slaves. I don't know what's all that. And it's the same thing in the Greek. That's what it's talking about. It's not talking about some freaking Christian, man. And this is what Isaiah 14 is talking about. But let's get Zephaniah. Zephaniah tells you. He gives you the flip-flop in plain English. 3:19 it says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict you, and I will save her that have halted, meaning you was afflicted in slavery, see, in captivity under these people, and I'ma save you and gather her that was driven out. See, you was driven out of your homeland. That's a major situation. It says, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. And see, they'll go to talking about that land of Ham over there, where you got all kind of false names. Nigeria, that ain't even no. That's a name of some Edomite's woman. He named the place after his woman. And they talking about, I'm a Nigerian. You don't even know what, that's just some random name they done threw on somebody. Just like the Jamaicans, the Haitians, and the Puerto Ricans, and the Colombians, and Guatemala. All that crap is just some false names that these Edomites done threw out there. And they want to identify that crap. Or they try to use that and say, well, we was coming from all over the place in Africa. You can't identify the people. Say, no, it's a lie. It says, and I will gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. See, this is what Abraham blessing was going to be consistent of. They going to be in slavery for 400 plus years, and then he going to bring them out of slavery, judge the people that had them in slavery. And that judgment meaning that they going to be up under the Israelites. The Israelites gonna get the fame now. They were slaves. And the other people is gonna be put to shame. Verse 20, it says, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and praise among all people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, says the Lord. See, this is what it's all about. He gonna turn back our captivity and give us that glorious kingdom. I want to bring out that Tobit again. Okay. Tobit 14 and 5. It says, and that again God will have mercy on them and bring them again into the land where they shall build a temple, but not like the first, but not like to the first, until the time of that age be fulfilled. See, in the end of this age where the Edomites is ruling and the Gentiles is ruling, the Gentiles' time, that's what Luke 21 and 24 is all about. It says, and afterwards they shall return from all the places of their captivity. See, they're in captivity in all nations, like Luke 21 and 24, which Yahweh shall say, and build up Jerusalem gloriously, and the house of God shall be built in it forever with a glorious building, as the prophets have spoken thereof. And this is why Apostle Paul wrote to Timothy and said, you use these prophecies to cut these people's heads off. See, the Lord ain't put up these Israelites and get them these prophecies for nothing. And these prophecies wasn't going to have no significant use. And then when the Hebrews, it say, these prophecies going to cut like a sword, man. It's going to tell you what's going on with a person. See, if you can't get into these prophecies and go with what they saying and use them, apply them into this world, you already finna show your true color. And the same thing with these prophecies, in Romans 8 and 16, it say that the spirit itself is gonna bear witness with our spirit. See, our spirit is gonna look at the spirit of the Lord coming off the word, coming out of the words of this book. And it's telling us clearly that it's a people that's gonna be in slavery, living out of their homeland, living in somebody else's land. See, and these gonna be a special people. They're gonna be stronger than everybody. That's Genesis 25 and 23. Stronger than everybody. See, they're gonna be smarter than everybody. That's Jeremiah 51 and 20, or 51 and 19, where it says, uh, Jacob is the former of all things. See, everybody copying what Jacob doing. But see, people ain't understanding the situation because they want to reject the prophet. But I'm gonna leave it there. I just wanted to bring that out. The scriptures is about people coming out of slavery and ruling the world. Oh, let's end with Revelation 5 and 10. It says, and have made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. See, this is what the scripture is about. 26, it says, and he that overcometh. See, overcome what? This long slavery, this long captivity, and keepeth my works unto the end. To him will I give power over the nation, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken into shivers, even as I have received of my Father. So it ain't Yahweh Shai that's going to be ruling only. He's saying, if my Father turned me into a ruler and a king, he going to turn you Israelites into a ruler and a king also. See, y'all going to receive the same thing the Father gave me. And so this is what they don't understand. It got nothing to do with a Christian and the Jehovah wickedness. It's about the descendants of slaves. They gonna come up out of that shameful condition, that hellish condition, and they gonna go to heaven. They gonna be in a heavenly condition, in a glorious kingdom, being rulers and kings over these Gentiles and these heathen. See, these abominable people. We gonna rule over them behind and tell them what to do, just like they do us. But I'm gonna leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem and Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.